Top 10 Most Haunted Houses in the World. A Journey into the Unknown One. The Amityville Horror House, New York, USA. The story of the Amityville Horror House is one of the most famous haunted house tales in the world. Located in Amityville, Long Island, this house became infamous after the brutal murders of the DeFeo family in 1974. Ronald DeFeo Jr. killed 6 members of his family, claiming that voices in the house compelled him to commit the crime. Later, when the Lutz family moved into the house, they reported terrifying paranormal activities, mysterious sounds, cold spots, and even strange odors. Their experiences were so terrifying that they fled after just 28 days, leaving all their belongings behind. The house has since become a symbol of supernatural horror and has inspired numerous books and films. 2. The Monte Cristo Homestead, New South Wales, Australia. The Monte Cristo Homestead in Junee, New South Wales, is considered the most haunted house in Australia. Built in 1884, this grand Victorian mansion was home to the Crawley family. Over the years, the house has seen a series of tragic events, including the death of a young child who fell down the stairs, a maid who fell from a balcony, believed to have been pushed, and a stable boy who was burned to death. The Crawley family was known for their cruelty, and it is said that their restless spirits still haunt the mansion. Visitors have reported hearing ghostly footsteps, seeing apparitions, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. 3. The Ancient Ram Inn, Gloucestershire, England. The Ancient Ram Inn is a 12th century inn located in Watton-under-Edge, Gloucestershire. It is often cited as one of the most haunted buildings in England. The inn was built on a pagan burial ground, and it is believed that this contributes to the intense paranormal activity. The Ancient Ram Inn has a dark history, including stories of witchcraft, child sacrifice, and demonic possession. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported encounters with malevolent spirits, including the ghost of a witch who was allegedly burned at the stake. The inn's owner, John Humphreys, claimed to have experienced numerous terrifying events, including being dragged out of bed by an unseen force. 4. The Myrtles Plantation, Louisiana, USA. The Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville, Louisiana, is a historic antebellum plantation that is said to be haunted by at least a dozen ghosts. Built in 1796, the plantation has a dark history, including stories of murder, voodoo, and mysterious deaths. The most famous ghost at Myrtles Plantation is Chloe, a former slave who was allegedly hanged for poisoning the family of her owner. Chloe is often seen wearing a green turban, and she is said to haunt the plantation, appearing in mirrors and at the foot of beds. Other reported phenomena include the sound of children playing, mysterious handprints, and objects moving on their own. 5. The Borley Rectory, Essex, England. Borley Rectory, often referred to as the most haunted house in England, was a Victorian mansion located in the village of Borley, Essex. Built in 1862, the rectory gained notoriety in the 1920s and 1930s when paranormal investigator Harry Price documented numerous reports of unexplained phenomena. These included sightings of ghostly figures, strange lights, and mysterious writings on the walls. The most famous ghost associated with Borley Rectory is that of a nun, who was allegedly bricked up alive in a wall as punishment for her forbidden love affair with a monk. The rectory was destroyed 6. The Château de Brissac, Loire Valley, France. The Château de Brissac, located in the Loire Valley, is one of the tallest castles in France and is known for its haunting beauty. Built in the 11th century, the chateau has a long and tumultuous history. The most famous ghost story associated with the chateau is that of the Green Lady, who is believed to be the spirit of Charlotte de Brissac, the illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII. Charlotte was murdered by her husband after he discovered her affair. Her ghost is said to roam the castle, particularly in the tower where she was killed. visitors have reported seeing a woman in a green dress and hearing her moans echo through the halls. 7. The House of the Seven Gables, Massachusetts, USA. The House of the Seven Gables, located in Salem, Massachusetts, is a colonial mansion with a dark and storied past. Built in 1668, the house is best known for its association with Nathaniel Hawthorne, who used it as the setting for his novel, The House of the Seven Gables. The mansion is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who lived and died there, including Hawthorne's cousin, Susanna Ingersoll, and a young boy who died in the house. Visitors have reported hearing unexplained footsteps, seeing shadowy figures, and feeling cold spots throughout the house. 8. The Whaley House, California, USA. The Whaley House in San Diego, California, is often referred to as the most haunted house in America. Built in 1857 by Thomas Whaley, the house served as a family home, a courthouse, and a general store. The site on which the house was built was formerly a gallows, where criminals were hanged. The most famous ghost associated with the Whaley House is that of Yankee Jim Robinson, who was hanged on the property before the house was built. Visitors have reported seeing his ghost, as well as the apparitions of Thomas Whaley, his wife Anna, and their children. Paranormal activity at the house includes unexplained noises, footsteps, and the strong scent of cigar smoke. 9. The Aokigahara Forest, Japan. While not a house, the Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Suicide Forest, is one of the most haunted places in Japan. Located at the base of Mount Fuji, the dense forest has a long history of being associated with death and despair. The forest is infamous for the high number of suicides that occur there each year, and it is believed that the spirits of those who have died haunt the area. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices, seeing ghostly figures, and feeling an overwhelming sense of unease. The forest's eerie atmosphere and tragic history make it a focal point for paranormal activity. 10. The Poveglia Island, Venice, Italy. Poveglia Island, located in the Venetian lagoon, is often referred to as one of the most haunted places in the world. The island has a dark and tragic history, serving as a quarantine station for plague victims in the 16th century and later as a mental asylum. Thousands of people died on the island, and it is said that their restless spirits still linger. The island is reportedly haunted by the ghosts of plague victims, as well as the tortured souls of those who were mistreated in the asylum. Visitors have reported hearing screams, seeing shadowy figures, and experiencing an overwhelming sense of dread. Due to its haunted reputation, the island is now closed to the public, adding to its eerie mystique. These haunted houses and locations around the world have become legendary for their ghostly tales and paranormal activities. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, their stories continue to captivate and terrify, drawing countless visitors and paranormal investigators eager to uncover the mysteries of the unknown.